news. It is so damn close, and mousesports are here to spoil the party. NIP are on the ropes, Chad, and maybe, just maybe, convincing a few of us that there is some life in the mousesports squad. Frozen, a big integral component of their success on the first map. 1xBet seems to be leading mousesports' way as well. And I have the luxury of bringing you all the action alongside Chad, Sponge, Birchill, Plopsky having a look. Ooh, ouch, that hurts. Glock straight to the dome.
They're coming out short onto A right now. Rez is in pressure.
Yeah, Hampus late to the party as well. Rez would need a couple of taps here. Just above the box, he's dancing with death. Every repeat vulnerable to Robs and Dexter, both winning their duels. Awkward now, very awkward. Shouldn't be a way back in, but I've said that many a time. And looking to confirm my suspicions is Robs brings more aggression to the plate just to ensure the round is theirs. Just ETR, and they know exactly where he is, so nice little long and short pincer.
Yeah, best of luck to ETR here. I love what we just saw out of Mouse. They take the initial fight at long just to keep them interested, see what setup they're up against. ETR goes down to Frozen, and while we have what might be a little bit of a lull, we can talk about last time we saw Mouse play this map. It was just the other day. It was against Vitality. It was 16-14. They were 14-8 up, and it was the T side is where they struggled to close that out. They managed to pick up the pistol against the French. They lost the force buy. They had a slew of 3 rounds straight, and then from there, they were completely blown out of the server. Now, let's see if that's going to be the same task today. NIP, they force buy in. Can Mouse have fixed the woes they had not so long ago? A-Corp, scout of his own. Here in down middle, we'll get a bit of a joust, a bit of a duel here as they swing left and right. The tag will be onto Hampus. He thinks better of going for that again.
Do you think in medieval times you'd be up for a joust or two?
If it was with a scout? Or do you mean an actual
I'm talking
jousting?
a big wooden pole that you try and implant into another armored adversary on horseback.
If it's anything like the movie A Knight's Tale, I'm in.
Oh man, that was great. And that was before Vision was Vision. He was just Paul, I guess.
He's had a lot of roles that people probably aren't too familiar with.
I loved him, dude. He was that kind of dirty monk in Knight's Tale.
I think he was in one of those Tom Hanks movies as well.
Paul Bellamy? I think I said it right.
Nice.
Good job, Brain. Proud of you.
We're working today.
We're operational. They're up short, and so is the mousesports T side. That is operational, not up short. That would have made sense as well. Rez. Oh, dear. Caught in transition. He was just considering the push for info. And that's enough for a full cancel. They're heading on back.
Oh, this is going to get dicey. Hampus is back at platform with a scout. They can get some tags here, collateral tags, unless they molly him out of position.
Oh, boy. Oh, baby. So Frozen's lining up. He looks like he might be throwing in a smoke and a flash through the skylights now. And Hampus does finish off the job that Rez started.
Going
baiting
through.
in for Nork. They are charging into this. The mollies are there, but they're so grouped up, Chad. No, it's going to be a disaster. Nork gets 2. Beamers keeps it competitive, but they're so low. These Deagles even more potent now as ETR drops a smoke for the push in. They bide their time. Plopsky from Tunnels late. Kit on ETR. He doesn't have to rush this at all. Doesn't have to. He confirms that Bricks is clear. Their crossfire's strong. Timing's everything.
Oh my
Who
god.
takes contact first?
Oh.
CTR does catch the timing. They know where he is. And just like that, Ninjas steal away the second round.
Oh, I was just saying how it went all wrong for mousesports yesterday on this map. It's gone all wrong here. You could see Pyjamas, he was aware that doors was open, so he had to pivot away, but then he couldn't cover tunnels, gets caught in between 2 positions. He falls, and that leaves Rops with no HP. They were standing so strong, so tall. Pyjamas did everything here to trade off of his teammates on the way in. And this is the moment. He's just put himself in no man's land. He cannot be protected at all. And then Rops, what can you do? Bullet in the back, you fall down. AK's picked up, and yeah, he called with a little glance. Couldn't be too happy with that one. They will just go onto the pistol upgrade here, Mouse. That's for 2 players, Frozen and Pyjamas, the other 3 onto Glocks. So because of that plant, they will be able to buy next round. They've swallowed the bitter pill. They've decided they don't want a part of the force buy wars. Pyjamas with a tag through the smoke onto Plopsky's unconfirmed damage. Hampus pushed off the line. But now Rez is here. I think they'll fight.
Oh, that's magnificent. No chance for these Deagles to ply their trade. You can't get past the doors without nades and bullets being thrown your way. Ouch from A-Core. No Deagle for him. I think he was just looking at the floor.
Bit of a missed molly there. I don't think that's going to be the end of the world. Couple more moments now. We have 1 minute and 5 seconds left on the clock, so let's see how far Pyjamas and Rops want to draw this one out. You reading anything at the moment?
I'm trying to read books about ADD, but I keep getting distracted.
Oh, that's not even a joke.
It's not even a joke.
Not even being comical.
I'm just trying to learn a little bit more about my weird dopamine receptors, and I just keep playing video games.
Yeah, it tends to work like that.
Interesting, though. Definitely an interesting topic.
These two really getting the most out of this round right here. If they are able to take down ZTR, they can plant and they have a rifle, and then we can start having a conversation. But that smoke's dropped. They've made footsteps. ZTR spams on down. 2 simple kills, as easy as you like. Second round for NIP, but here's where it gets interesting. The guns immediately in response here from Mouse. AK is being brought on through. ACO will not be able to afford an AWP, so let's see how they operate while lacking the big green. I thought he was instrumental in their win on Inferno, taking a lot more initiative, finding a lot more fights, and being an impact player. Scout for ACO, so operating with the baby AWP.
Yeah. Ball ping, if you will. 2 have crossed to B. Only 1 spotted. Would operate under the assumption, and there was a small micro window for Frozen to try and jump through. He saw 1. It's actually Dexter to provide an opening frag. He's been really buckling down in this series. Wow. Perfectly in the dead zone for this push, and they're not looking. Hampus plucks 1, but Dexter, great shot. He had a chance, and he seizes it. Grabs it with 2 hands. Completely isolating ZTR.
Flash through.
He needs a chance. Nork has set himself up for success. ZTR not watching the tunnels. That was his chance. And Plopsky running out of them. Oh! He's dunked on Frozen. The reactionary headshot. Pyjamas saves the day. My lord, Plopsky, that could have been stylish as hell.
The fadeaway dunk.
It comes down to a 1v1 though, Chad. I'll let you grab the mic because I'm looking at both screens and I don't know who has the better buy.
I think that Mouse are going to come out on top of this just because things are a little bit cheaper here, but you're right. Both teams have this economy right now where it's hard to see who's going to be looking better. Scouts for both teams, rifles for both teams. I'm still going to side with mousesports here. They walk away with 3 AKs of Galil against the Scout, an M4, an AUG, a Deagle, and a FAMAS. So quite the collection of NIP. Keeping the buy round interesting, and wow, that right there was just Dexter. 2 massive entry kills. That's all she wrote. It did get very close. I was so worried for Pyjamas walking right into the line of sight there.
Yeah, dude, he was holding it.
Well, there was always a chance. ZTR buckled down already. Towards back a plat with that AUG.
There's an art form to holding this spot. And Hampus has definitely got an affinity for it. Wins that very sketchy duel with Dexter at single point separating the 2 of them.
Looks like they're going for a B finish again, so really trying to punish ZTR on this B bomb site. Saw out of the CIS teams how good the mid to B and the B pops can be over in Katowice.
We saw from the European teams how bad it can look.
That's true too. Let's see which version Mouse are going for. Because ZTR towards back of play, he's hoping to just poke his head up and spam them down.
Ooh, well, mission not quite accomplished. Damage, but need to see some lethality out of the CTs soon, because here comes the push. Already, Hampus successful. Pyjamas even more so. He's got the sight now. A flank from Plopsky is the only way back in now. The only chance they have is the armored FAMAS. Little smattering of util. The 1 HP on Hampus. If that smoke had hit him, he'd have gone down. But he lives on, and he'll be a body to draw crosshairs. How do they go about this one? 3 coming in from the door's side.
Have to be worried about tunnels here.
Util on Plopsky. He's got a molly for close. That's going to force Acor into a weird... Oh,
flubbed it.
Oh, no.
That's just denied window for 7 seconds.
That's like a T-molly, essentially. Thanks very much. Okay, in they go. Pyjamas sets up and knocks them down. 4 from the young gun. Crucial, especially considering we actually saw the voice comms on that one from the Mouse Inferno pistol. Just doesn't call the bluff. Nork on the ninja. Ooh. Let's see that one again. So it just narrowly misplaced his crosshair, and you can see Plopsky's frustration is visible in his mouse movements. Pyjamas will close it out though. Opened up and closed it.
Again for Pyjamas there, right? I know that isn't that's not a fair 1vx situation because he posts up and they're not looking at him, but the fact that he converted those back-to-back are huge rounds for Mouse, because you can see what that's done to the economy of NIP. just down to these USPs and opting for an A stack. Nobody towards the B side of the map. Everybody hovering around the lip of A. And I think Plopsky could be a bit of a nuisance on these long pushes. You've seen him in multiple occasions now be able to get into that back line, be a bit of a problem. Long taken for Mouse now. This one flash for Hamper. So if we look at this and we talk through it, what maybe is on the cards, if NIP get an inkling that it is long, they'll flash and all fight, but they might be too late. Mao's just contacting up. Flash needs to come now.
Yeah,
so much damage.
Nervous. Just the USPs, they're using the flash so well. Oh, Frozen so low as well. What do you do? They have to count on Rops. To bail them out of trouble, it would have to be an ace clutch in the anti-eco. This is
USP.
So screwed. It's backwards. They have the bomb long. Rops has the AK. They've gone scavenging. They pulled out an AK and a scout. It is great weapons for this job. Rops has to be the hero just to save the day. I mean, damage control.
This is ridiculous.
Losing players would have been bad enough. Losing the round, it's supposed to be...
Okay, he can smoke the bomb and dip to B.
I like it, Chadney. I like it a lot. They'll start to put bullets into that, I imagine. Or they don't. Oh, isolate C. What? And a quick reaction. He knows where they both are. 20 seconds, though. What do you do? Where do you go? Rob's trying to head into the A site. The smoke doesn't cover him. He'll have to peek on it. ZTR test it again. Through the smoke with 5 HP. And that's it. They win it. Unbelievable. Despite Robs' best efforts, Nip have pulled a full eco victory out of the hat.
That is unforgivable from Mouse. How do they lose that one? Long control, complete long control, and just USPs with one flash. It's not like there was a Deagle in the mix or a scout getting tags. It was just USPs. How do they drop that one?
Unbelievable.
Look what that's done for mousesports. They're now limping out of spawn with a force buy, and no, Acor, head ripped off his shoulders.
Before he could even get going.
Oh, I'm so perplexed. Take a breath, take a timeout, take something, Mouse. How can you lose that one? Oh!
These are the sounds he makes when we're losing in CS, by the way.
You don't hear me. I don't use voice enable anymore. I'm bloody pressing that V key these days. You don't want to hear me sighing, huffing and puffing. I keep it all to myself. And you guys, when we watch games of Counter-Strike.
Yeah, that's what I'd say about the Counter-Strike community. They always keep their opinions to themselves.
Yeah, they're not
They
very
never share them. They're never very vocal. They never, speak hyperbole.
Most people are nice to us, though.
That's true.
It's just the people who get under our skin by saying nasty things, but that's all right. If someone has to be a punching bag, I'll be it.
Yeah. Well, if you've convinced yourself the world's out to get you, it's very easy
They're coming for me.
Spread that negativity into your everyday life.
Here we go.
40 seconds, they are poised. The Swedes have 2 ready to respond to this. Contact, a scout, and a missed shot. ZTR provides. You'll never guess who it's left to. And Rops is hitting the most ridiculous headshots. Not ZTR as well. He denies it. Another multi-kill from the young gun. They are testing him. But in which case, he's got green ticks all over the sheet. 4 for an IP. You might have to give up on B. That project might have to be scrapped.
Yeah, and they look at this one. This is to kick it off. So the buy was late out of spawn there, right? We could see what was going on. It was a weird force buy from Mouse, called last second, it must have been, and Acor caught out of position, just trying to swing across middle. It's not too often the CTs have that much confidence to take a fight, but Nork's going to do it again. And yeah, Mouse are just down to pistols here. This makes sense. Oh, almost again, Nork. When the AWPer on the CT side wants to take fights, it almost changed the dynamic, right? The Ts need to put more resources into how they go for their default. They can't think that they can get away with just, facing mid, smoking Xbox. And then you have to be worried about CTs using Nork's AWP to get them into lower dark. So it opens up a couple of problems.
But, just let's talk a bit more bigger picture while we have this opportunity.
Sure.
They've swapped the doors over, right? And more teams are doing what we're seeing now on gun rounds. Nork and Hampers, you can see, if the AWP's watching doors, Hampers provides support B, vice versa. They can swap and chop and change, but be responsive. The kills do come in.
I think that new way to be able to approach middle and harass it more is one of the reasons why now the double AWP setup can be a bit more fluid. You don't just have to be back a plat. You can play outside sight and rotate back a plat, because if you get caught out of position, you can tend to help through those doors.
So you're saying back a plat saw more action because of the doors, basically meaning you had to be
teams like the
all in.
Turtle more, right?
Yeah.
You had to play in that site because if you got caught into the mid to B, there was no easy way to swing away. And you also, if you were playing on B hill, you couldn't help your CT defender as much. You couldn't help your B defender as much. The link was almost removed, right? But we need to talk about mousesports and their purchases just because of the flow of this game so far and how close those 2 rounds in back-to-back fashion were for Pyjamas pulling them off. This one right here, we'll do our best to forget about it. But there hasn't been an AWP out for A-Core yet. There has just been scouts in lieu of that.
Oh, that third shot, dude.
I didn't even realize he got 4 kills in that round.
Yeah, the USPs, man. That one echoing through. An 11 for ZTR. This is a big game to be delivering like this. Don't forget, NIP's hopes and dreams are on the back of this, and they're already a 1 map down.
There's that orb. So A-Core's invested here. He is glass cannon with a little bit of utility behind it.
They're going to meet. Oh, it's a very early boost. It could be toppled, and he loses his booster. Rez is gone. Nork is too. Completely forgoes that much map of the, or that much of the map. Oh, you are a dead man walking. Hampus pulled in the pin. Does go down. Smoke not going to do too much. ZTR needs to be the hero once again, and he commits to the full spray. He's found more impact through mid. You said he's comfortable on Dust2. We're starting to see evidence of that.
Yeah, it's when we've seen him be able to get away with entries. Just think of Inferno when he pushed through CT spawn towards the tail and gets 3 kills, right? He looks like he's able to snowball these kills quite well. It's just when the fights are a little bit more, you can see them coming, is where we see some issues. But that is a B split again. And that is NIP on the back foot once more. So now 5-4. When the rounds are getting lost for NIP, it's like, oh, okay, it's over. But when Mouse are like slowly getting trickled away, it always feels like they have a bit more fight left in them. Hunting up mid, Plopsky, how many can you give us?
Watch Frozen flash it.
You reckon?
Yeah, man.
The fact Dex is looking at it says a lot.
That's what I'm thinking.
Like, he's staring directly at it.
That's what it feels like when I'm trying to shoot people.
Yeah.
They're all just robots, but yeah, magnificent stuff. That's another important round for Mouse. 4 on the T side so far, and let's have a look at this again. Topples the boost. He gets that info on the slightest of jiggles, and then not only converts off of A-Core's tag, but also finishes off this B defense.
It's good stuff.
Really good shooting.
Hard to argue with that.
This is just Frozen being too good at the game. First bullet out of his AK, and it's bang into the head.
Well, still an AWP here for NIP, but they will have to take a save if they drop this one. More flashes fast down middle, pressure applied. mousesports looking to do more damage here. A-Core trained towards those doors, but same for Hampus. And back towards B, wanting to really pressure ZTR. Oh, and he knows the moves. Rops, your little smoke play, it does not pay off. ZTR will deny any entrance onto the site. And now we have these rounds where the opening kill happens and the trade potential's not there, so it's strung out. What is the next decision for mousesports here?
That is the question. To overcome the adversity of no ROPs, it would have to be something as a unit. And, well, we are going to be seeing them gather their resources for a full exec.
They have so many nades for this. I don't hate it.
Oh no,
jump
just
spot.
for the info, Nork's ready. Like, essentially pre-aiming that jump spot. Pyjamas does make things awkward temporarily for Nork. He's immediately responded, though. He's put it out. Oh, Rez over the molly. Catches Frozen, and they're just picking him apart one by one. A-Core's the only one to change the story. Change the direction of these final 35 seconds. He's actually got a second. Nork, by virtue of the spread molly, and spots another, not far off. Humpus jumps and dings. That should seal his fate. Damn, A-Core's hitting them all. Imagine if he hit that first onto Hampus. We could have had a 1v1 before we knew it.
Oh, hey, all right. I think Nork gifted him one there,
Let me see this. So how much of Dexter's visible?
So he's looking for the boost, right?
Oh, great replay work. Look at that. Boom.
That's the moment Dexter knew he trucked up.
Yeah, got to stop trucking.
Okay, well, 6-4, and
oh, Chad, everyone's been really nice to my mum's new Twitter account.
there you go. That's good news.
We were talking about it, but during the break.
Being cautious.
Should remember the internet's a nasty place full of nasty people, but I believe in you. I believe the esports corner is relatively diverse.
Depends on the day of the week.
Yeah, I just realized where I was going with that. It's an eclectic mix of human beings.
This is a rough one now for Mouse because it has been so heavy over towards that B site. They haven't conditioned A. They haven't really gotten away with too many executes over there. So it will be the B lean late, most likely. Have to deal with Rez in this forward position again. Dexter slammed his head through the wall last time round. And instrumental on entry kills here, Dexter. 2 rounds you can almost attribute solely to him. Cleared close mid doors. Silent scenes. Setting up for mid to B smokes. Hamper's back to be an absolute nuisance. He just denied their CT smoke, right? He dropped that 1 second before, so now their mid to B smoke means naught. He's even playing close doors. Hampers, are you okay?
He's fine. In fact, more than fine. He's found the opening and gotten away with murder. Oh, the punishment could still be coming. Yeah, hang on. Justice is on the way. They don't expect him, but quick reactions from Rops. Your first bullet accuracy is constantly tested when you're peeking into Mouse. If you give them that second to react.
They're also low for this one, half HP on all 3 Mouse members.
I wonder if Akor's ready for Plopsky. Like, that's a weird one.
His flanks have been crazy late.
They are so low, and the kits are present. Akor is intermittently floating between the two. How is he so Oh, turns away. Plopsky. And I think he thinks better of it. Here they go.
Oh, big miss.
He's found the timing. Looking for another, though. It's Rops and Beamers trying to step up to the plate. It's just Rops now. 3 kills to his name. Time's on his side. Nork would need to hit the no-scope, and he's just playing with him. Just like that. Movement alone. It's glorious. It's stylish. It's Rops with the 5th.
And it's B again. So even though I thought mousesports were eventually going to have to start looking for other answers, they break NIP's money. And we've mentioned this before. And before, NIP were on a full eco with 1 flash. This time around, NIP have enough money to go for the Force, or not enough money and have to go for the Force. Depends on how you want to look at it here.
Bang.
It's great stuff from Rops. The fact he gets the immediate trade after Akor dies, though, that's the pivotal kill, because you don't see it, but Plopsky's immediately fragged. And that right there alleviates all the pressure from upper tunnels. They can focus doors, gives Rops what he needs. And a timeout called for mousesports here. They're second within this first half. 5 rounds, they've done better than they did against Vitality. It was their CT side which took them to that 14 round mark. Managed a 10-5 CT side against Vitality. You can see money low for Dexter. Akor has an AWP on the ground for him. Rops has purchased on in Frozen as well. It's like, does he want a Galil? Does he want a Mac 10? And it is up against these Deagles and Scout. Now, 2 of these rounds, I'm pretty sure NIP have stolen away. There was the Deagle retake on B, where it was Bemis and Rops stuck in the site, and then there was the USPs towards A. That is 2 of the 6 rounds NIP have so far by virtue of these lower buy situations. So let's see, they can likely do it again.
Yeah. History is anything to go by. This evening's entertainment has already baffled us many a time.
This is a very classic default spread. So take a big screenshot of the radar in your top left, and this is how most teams will approach a default. 1 towards upper tunnels, 1 towards lower, 2 top mid. They just slowly full press down, and Frozen with the job of listening for the nades towards long. Takes to the point man with the bomb up close and personal towards those mid doors, and he has been doing a lot of entry work. I don't know if it's a position he's been loving, but it's one he's been getting more and more out of. Hampus' Scout, if he tags somebody mid, it might funnel them into the A stack, because going towards B against a Scout, quite the deadly proposition.
You can almost assume, with his shot coming from the left side of mid, that there is a Scout on B, as you said.
And it is funneling them towards A. 2 long, 2 short. Well, 2A.
They're not going to bite down on that lurk smoke.
Hampus is even rotating over. He feels like he's calling the bluff a bit here. Hampus, so much work for him to do. This almost has to be the commit. We have 35 seconds left.
God, they've run the clock down to a point where a couple of Deagle headshots slows everything down. You get that chaotic mid-round. The nade just a little early. Oof, no, it's not. It's onto Frozen. And this flash at 20 seconds. They're going to eat it as they push. There's so many CTs on long to respond. These next few exchanges determine their fate. Plopsky, CTR, suddenly making it awkward. The bomb is loose. You're going to lose it all after time. No way. He has to go for the Glock. He goes down. $7,000 bested by 700. Rops tries to hit the shot. He hasn't got the time. He stands, tries to deliver. The AWP still recovered. And NIP have done it again, Chad. Another one added to the list.
This is getting ridiculous now. That is 3 out of NIP's 7 rounds that have come from pistols or low-buy scenarios. mousesports, they combed the map, they did the default, they did everything they had to do, and NIP are like, yeah, sure, you play by the book Counter-Strike, we'll have the perfect counter for that. You execute into us, we shut you down, and this half would look completely different if they didn't give up all those rounds. This is not a situation I thought Mouse would be finding themselves in here, but NIP are doing everything they can to fight back in. And I was trying to think of the word, because I described it poorly the other day. I thought this may be a bit melancholy, but I don't know if it is.
Well, yeah, you came up with somber before.
Yeah. We're going to keep going through the arsenal of words.
Melancholy? How would you define melancholy? Like kind of comfort in misery? I don't know.
I think that's pretty close to what I'm going with. But
Let's see what the internet says.
There is a bit of uplift to this one here. Like, it's like, yeah, we're all in this together, but...
Pensive sadness.
Pensive. I used that one the other day too.
Ah, sad and pensive. Define pensive, please, internet.
Okay, Google. Sorry, everybody. Didn't mean.
Just woken up everyone's home.
Didn't mean to.
Don't do that.
Well, Mal's a 4-spot here, so this is a very big round to decide to do that, and that got a cheeky beaky bit of mid-play right there. Oh, whoa, dinked on up from that range.
Ah, well, it turns out I'm always pensive, Chad.
Okay.
Yep, reflecting or serious thoughts.
Ah, that old thing. Well, lots of damage done to NIP early here, and this is a strange round, so you can see how the push has gone for NIP. They are a little bit hamstrung too. So this one, knife's edge.
It is, yeah. I mean, it's almost reminiscent of the previous. This time, the stakes are higher for NIP. We've seen some great success out of Dexter's T side so far. He's defaulting middle. Again, responsible for trying to force Hampus' hand, but the dude's long gone. He hasn't been hanging out in middle for the last few rounds. He's partnered up with ZTR for a push.
On the AK.
Robs can deny it all. Hard adjustment, baited nicely by the movement of the SMG, and just like that, their premium weapon is lying idle on the floor. If anything,
oh no,
they're running into a trap. They're trying to use the mid to B. It's a good chance for some space, but these are rifles you've got to break. And Hampus crosses the whole line. Oh, ZTR, you can't afford to go down so easily. Or maybe you can. Hampus delivers just 2. And now into the site with a chance. They have a man disadvantage, but that bomb can go down.
Need those rifles and need them now.
Yeah, it'll do. Something's been recovered. There we go. They know exactly where that Brick's position is. They have util as well. Let's see how refined NIP's retakes are. Acor sneaking up. He wants to have the element of surprise here.
Be careful here.
He does, but look at this. They've thrown a molly towards his old position. He lives on. He can destabilize, but it's Plopsky. Great shooting. Continues to ruin their hopes and dreams. Dexter misses the spray. Can have a chance. And just in the nick of time, an 8th is found. My God. Right down to the wire, right down to the last 36 points of health. But Ninjas, they post the 8th and they have won the battle for control.
I kind of feel Mouse have to buy. I know that seems like a strange thing to be saying at this juncture of the game, but with the scoreline 8-5, with the money with Ninja still on the edge, and Mouse off the back of another plant, another close round, they're probably thinking to themselves, if we just win this round, you know, we can get ourselves 7 for the half. We're going to bankrupt them. They're going to be down to just pistols. I say just pistols. And I remember, and I reflect on what's gone down in this match right over here today. Mouse might just have to swallow this one and go with some upgraded pistols. They get 2,400 in the next round of play, so we'll need to maintain around 2K in that bank balance. And yeah, there's the Deagle investments from Frozen and BMAS. That will signal the same. Rops has got one. Dexter and Acor probably working out who's going to save all the money for the AWP, meaning Dexter probably not going to purchase in here. Not the place they wanted to find themselves in, mousesports. Dexter late purchased into a scout. Curious, okay. Well, he gets a tag. Immediate damage done, but Rops has fallen elsewhere.
Yeah, they've lost the point man on long early. And all of that space as the smoke blooms is taken. Plopsky can just park the bus, chill your beans. Acor.
Oh, what are you doing, bro?
Shopping. Oh, damn. Norcasters take that one on the chin.
That was a literal facepalm.
Yep. Frozen has taken the AWPer out of the equation. Anything more?
That's good, the AWP's down.
Yeah. The only way this could possibly tumble out of control is if Plopsky was to lose the duel onto Acor. They run boost into the site, and Rez, has no issues. He knows what he's up to. The long duel looks to be with one as well. mousesports will perhaps get that plant. He's going to be unable to contest, so they've got a lot out of that, considering the investment.
Another tag.
Yeah. Dexter demands some respect.
Oh, he's crazy.
He wants more. What are you up to? He's actually taken the head off of ZTR. He gets another. Fully flashed, though. He will go down. He's bought some time. If only that Deagle could find Hampus in one shot. Beamers can't find the bullets. And now as they cross into the site, yeah, it's all over. Acor and CT completely disconnected and unable to deny the defuse. It's coming in now. It is planted for short, but he hasn't even hit the jump. And so just like that, an MP9 and a Deagle is all he can save.
He tried. He gave it a shot. I think that play from Dexter, this one right here where he decided to fight CT Spawn, shows you that he is growing into the European star, right? Because as soon as his scout was spotted top of A after those tags, he knows that it's very unlikely they're going to fight him. Even though they're on that low, but has to wait for the teammates. So he took that fight. If he had enough time to get back up and away into the site, maybe a different round. But NIP walk away with their 9th. They are looking good for double digits here. How do Mouse respond?
CTR, very vulnerable. Dexter knows he's headed pit. The flashes, the counter flashes, enable CTR to peek out safe. They want to fight this. This could be a round over so damn quick. The nades and the bullets are all hitting. Frozen court as well. An absolute disaster, a catastrophe for mousesports. Spells trouble.
Okay. Well, now there's nobody on B.
Yeah, and with that frag and the bomb on his back, they have to respect it. Is he hoping to catch them crossing doors?
He might get away with one here.
Ooh. Actually pulls the smoke out of him. Interesting. It confirms his suspicions that he's forced to rotate, though.
Plopsky's just walked away as well, so he's coming back for more. Plopsky in 2 minds here.
Yeah, he is. And the blue bin is a powerful spot.
So many angles to clear for Acor. So many angles.
Just has to take a couple of chances, doesn't he? Will he check that? Yes, he will. Quick reactions. And now they know exactly what's up. Acor recovers a little bit of extra util. He'll drop the CT smoke.
Oh, no time for this, dude. 20 seconds.
Yeah, where are you off to?
Has to be so careful now with mid as well. Look at Rez.
He's holding the Xbox. It's the perfect play. It's the perfect play. They've got all the info.
Has to beeline it as well.
Yeah, and there you have it. Finished off nicely. 10. Ninjas in Pyjamas are in firm control. They want to take us to 3. We'll find out if they can after the break.
Hey Future Pros! Retaking the B site on Inferno can be pretty tough. However, the Molly or Incendiary I'll show you all today will help clear out one of the little hidey holes a T could be in. To throw this Molly, secure ruins first. Then get into the corner next to the sandbags. Aim up and place your crosshair in the midsection of the ruined roof between these 2 points. Get your crosshair in line with this kink in the scaffolding, then simply running jump throw the Molly. As you can see here, this T did smoke the Molly, but from this angle you can see that the Molly does in fact completely coat the area in flames. Good luck and happy retaking.
touch the sky, no helmet. Preparing myself on top, no weapons. On my own, I stopped caring, cause they keep telling me you can tell me nothing. Come back when you got something to say. Just put the fire above me. Take a seat in the back, yeah. You can tell me nothing. Come back when you got something to say. Just put the fire above me. Take a seat in the back, yeah.
The Ninjas find themselves not only down 0-1, but here on Dust2, up 1-0. It is 10-5. We are ready to talk about our second half of our second map. Tonight, I'm joined by Sponge. This is mousesports' pick, and so it's time for them to prove it on their defense. Chad, hopes and dreams of a third? High?
It is looking likely after that first half, and that goose right there onto Dexter is going to help NIP in that direction. Nade immediately limped out onto ZTR, who stood and delivered on that P-bomb site time and time again.
I remember back in the day where you just had to nade that barrel top spot. 1 minute 48, throw it out every round. Don't see that at all anymore.
Yeah, the game is playing at much slower of a pace these days, but up cat is where NIP are. Rez has even found Dexter, so he got goosed early. Now he's dead.
That's the P250 in action. Bemis actually trying to dice with death.
Oh dear.
Okay, crucial that he does that, but it does mean that Acor is entirely isolated, and so this NIP pistol is shaping up just almost too perfectly. Almost too perfectly.
I can't believe how many rounds Mouse dropped in that first half right against the pistols, and now again, well, it is the pistol round. Getting destroyed.
Whereas, give him another opportunity, he will seize it. He's not far off the mark. 2 targets, and he's found them both. Go on. Can't quite find the ace. It's denied by Rops, but he's actually done well to find a second. How does he wiggle his way out of trouble? There we go. Finally, he falls. Rez 4, NIP 11. And that third map is just on the horizon. Top right of your screens, you'll see Mirage is what we require. These are the first shots he takes.
Forcing the CTs, right, to have to go for kind of different fights, because the playing field is completely leveled once that P250 comes out. Could be a different game if Mouse can bounce back here. They've gone with their Force Buy, but it's not the Force Buy special. They haven't gone with only Deagles. Managed to buy themselves a couple of different pistols. P250 for Dexter, 5.7 for Frozen, utility as well, and actually taking the time out now are NIP. Good time to do so. Talk through their options. Make sure you don't drop this round. Can spur yourself forward, close this one out quick. Forget Inferno even happened. Happers has a good long spawn here. Looks like he's glancing over. Nork will be scouting mid. There won't be anybody to battle back against him. mousesports sending 3 over towards A within the early stages. Not going for the short boost. They're actually forcing the issue towards long.
And Hampus is too. Straight through the nade. Pipping the gap, but Acor's found, and oh, that was a crucial one from Dexter. Immediately, though, the response comes in. It's 2. Quick succession from NIP.
I think Mouse were enjoying a nice warm bath over there on Inferno. NIP have come in, they've ripped the plug out. We're gurgling down the drain right here because this is quick as you like. Going to be 12-5. Frozen will do his very best to get this AK. And that's about all she can hope for here.
I really miss my foothold on this stool.
Yeah, I can't give you this one because this one's squeaky. And if you move around on this one, it's going to make too much noise and bleed through the mic. That one, we now just risk you forgetting that it's there and
trying to put my feet on something that doesn't exist.
Smashing your face into the desk. So it could be an action-packed day. Everybody.
One more way or the other. Action-packed. Not this round, though. So NIP will be posting 12 before mousesports see 6. Definitely definitely set themselves up for Mirage.
What do you think of the Anubis? Can we go on Frozen right now, Rushley? Is there a chance?
The Chad Birchall special.
What do you think of the Anubis?
It's very busy.
It is, there's a lot going on.
Yeah, I mean, it looks ornate. It looks fancy.
Do you reckon Spinks has the Anubis?
Don't know.
That would be on point, wouldn't it? Branding, guns, everything. Okay, saved it, okay? Yeah.
There it is.
It was like an Egyptian reference.
I got it.
Anubis.
Sphinx.
Yep.
Anubis.
Yep.
Sphinx.
Yeah.
Got it.
It was a stretch.
No, well, I wouldn't say it was just like a Stretch Armstrong stretch, but it was like a pre-yoga stretch.
Like reaching over the table without asking to have the salt handed to you type of stretch.
Yeah, precisely. And already damage has been inflicted. Rops doesn't even get to B without losing half of his health, and there's going to be more in pursuit of that. Look at that. He's mantled on the car, trying to get himself up silently, and he has. And look at the success he finds. 1.5. That was the bomb. He confirms that. Dexter does manage to recover the AK-47 from Frozen, but already the bomb ticking. This one, oh.
The window mollies from NIP, not landing exactly how they'd like them.
I think he was trying to do the cheeky one-way there.
Yeah, that one is really filthy.
One of the extra special mollies. I think even Monesy's getting credit for it. What are you going to do? You're not getting in.
No, but I've just watched them throw so many window mollies this time, and they've never landed it quite exactly where I think they've hoped for them. I'm not sure if Nork wanted that one to land right there. It doesn't matter. Oh, run, Nork, run, Nork.
No!
Rez, how dare you?
You massacred my boy.
All right, guns out. Last chance saloon for mousesports here. We've already stated during the cast that Mouse could not make their way through the group. Yeah, there you go, there you go. Thank you very much, Max and Felix. Getting us done with the replays right there. Double AWPs, immediate response from Mouse as they go into the gun round. Rops and Acor wielding the big greens. Fast down middle, quite the pace from NIP.
Yeah, really. Look at them go. Look at them go. They are taking so many liberties.
Rotate now, I dare you.
Oh, my lord.
Did Acor hit? Acor heard that. Acor knows something's up. Acor's scared. Acor's...
Saved the day.
Whoa.
He drops straight in and finds Hampus. The smokes will bloom now. They double incendiary. You can see it's
Panic
all
utility.
reactionary, yeah. NIP not so flustered. It's Rez that goes down. Dexter with more impact. Catches an elevated angle. This duel from Dexter's going to have a lot of weight behind it. Oh no, caught even though the vision was taken away. Supportive flashbang came over from B.
ZTR doing so much talking here as well, calling them back to B.
But there's an AWP B. How do you break the AWP posted on B? It's double AWPs. Rops is there, full health, and a very hard angle to peek into. Not gonna be Nork first in, so this is almost a guaranteed frag for Rops. And just like that, they fall. Oof, doesn't quite hit the second, and Frozen jiggled out, but it's neat, it's tidy. mousesports weather the storm of the B split.
Going to be quite the comeback here if they do pull this one off. 13-5. You've got Rops there as your 1x bet impact player. And that right there from Hampus, they are using the mid to B smoke, the one that teams are throwing out to shroud their crossover towards the B site so they can't be pinged through the door, so they can't be spotted and called out for info against them, right? We've spoken about that in the past. That smoke allows teams to just vacuum away all that space. And they got a lot of room, but NIP with a cheeky one, not across the line. This time, Nork out long, flashes aplenty. Oh, dearie me, BMAS has dropped.
Yeah, and Hampus added to the list. Another early Dexter frag.
You might not want to hang around car.
No,
Rex is coming.
I imagine, yeah, that's going to be a duel Rez is willing to take.
Rex is not ready for this one.
You heard it. And he converts it. That's a wild spray. Rez tames the beast for a second. Even run boosting. Can't call the cross when you can't see it, Chad.
Oh, that's it for Mouse, I think. 2 players alive, Rops and Frozen. It would be nice to see them go for a retake like this, but they can't justify it. You can't make the argument right now. Even though you're about to be down 14-6, imagine going in for this, losing all your rifles, not having anything to deny that 15th with. Plopsky will find himself a gun. Some lovely upgrades here. Rez has even found the AWP to give to Nork in the next round.
I mean,
couldn't have gone better for him.
Committing to a spray like that.
At that range, right?
At that range, when you've got 2 targets, you've already fully unloaded half your mag into the first kill. Yeah, you are just relying on your muscle memory there. Rez has got plenty of it.
He played for Get Right. He played with Get Right for a couple of years, so probably took some inspiration.
Certainly. No one quite tamed the beast like Chris Get Right Allison.
Okay, mousesports, it's decision time as we get this lovely little spray. The crouch, the stand, the peel, Acor dead. They can drop guns, Mouse, if they would like. And I think that's exactly what they're going to do. So there are 2 AWPs on the floor again. One for Rops, one for Acor, M4s for the others.
Looks like he wants to take the spawn. Hampus, knife out. Gun on for long. On the cross, Nork.
Oh.
Bested. It's Rops that catches the bullet.
And now Dexter.
Right in. They're taking space, but Frozen's already charged up mid.
Of course he has.
Of course. Not only that, he spots the bomb. They've lost long. Okay, we've got a weird one. I'll let Chad piece this together.
Yeah, so they took that room knowing it was going to be a bit of a fast long play here. NIP can now chill on out as Hampus is lurking through the smoke. Hampus is punishing here.
They're taking so many liberties. They're halfway across mid. Look,
he's in the head. You can see the head.
Dexter's beanie is visible. Drops his smoke now. And Hampus flashed in to perfection. A second, he stabilizes onto Bemis. And they are rocking mousesports world here.
Load up Mirage. Pack your bags.
Oh no, disaster strikes. Hampus taking so much space so early. And oh no, Acor's just been completely pantsed. One tap to the back of the head. It does feel like that, and there may be more. Missed shot. Rez knows he's under a lot of scrutiny. Stick a fork in this one.
Yeah. It's just been a whimper from Mouse. After losing 3 low-buy rounds in the first half, this is what's going to happen. That first half could have been 10 rounds for them. They could have been in the driver's seat to close out map number 2, get a 2-0, make themselves feeling hot to trot, lots of confidence. But NIP, they know what they're in this for. Rez hunting will find the pointy end of Rop's gun.
Yeah, I think they're also all too familiar that for the Ninjas, that loss against Ents can haunt them.
Yeah.
They really need this one.
There's only 1 kill so far for ZTR in this second half, but it's not like there's been too many rounds played, and he did his job over there on the defensive beat. It felt like Dexter had no idea that Hampus was this close, right? And he makes a play. Hampus pushes that smoke. He goes for a lot of early pressure and info right there. mousesports are getting caught in 2 back-to-back rounds where they weren't aware a player could be so close. It was Rez previous, it was Hampus just there, and it's mousesports to use their last tactical timeout here in map number 2 with a scoreline 15-6.
I'm very impressed when I take a look at the effective flash stats as well. Just having a quick look at that, you can see that it's actually ZTR's provided 12 flash assists. He just got 2 there in that previous one. But on the other side of things, it's mousesports with Acor and Frozen, not the units I'd have been expecting to be throwing 15 effective flashbangs over the course of this series so far, or rather, excuse me, this map. Fist bumps are exchanged, smirks as well. Looks like they know they've got Mirage just around the corner. Let's see how quickly we get there. mousesports, no stranger to starting a comeback. It's the same as the way they make their rounds look sometimes, you know, real close and just not quite across the line.
4-man A-lane, just gambling on B right now with Rops.
CTR's out, hasn't been tagged down. Gets himself into blue, and now the supportive utility actually setting up for a boost. Ooh.
Quick boost here.
He knows Bemis is lurking on that smoke. Hasn't mantled yet. We'll wait for it to fade. Up he goes. Bemis sitting. Dark, he adjusts, but not in time. Hampus executes. 4 frags. That's all they require. Hampus still in the point of elevation. Rez containing any mid-info plays, and Frozen supported by Acor. Oh, you could hear a pin drop here on the server. And that was what Acor was waiting for. Now attention is drawn. Frozen should have had one there. Another flash successful from ZTR.
Dexter could have a freebie.
And he does. Perfect. Now he knows they're all coming from long. He calls short clear. Acor can focus his attention elsewhere. And at that moment, util starts to be dropped. Acor holds the line. He'll probably try and throw a bullet down range just as the smoke blooms. He secures Big frag onto Hampus. mousesports surely got a 7th here. That's perfect. The Flames do guys their cross just enough, but Dexter can deny. Just bides his time. He's fine.
Rops can nade the site here.
Oh, and that's Plopsky surely dead to rights. Better bing.
Oh,
And a boom, he lives and plants. And now the spray from ZTR, it's hectic. You'd need 2 more. They are both AWPs. And he sees the thigh of Rops. He's desperately trying to isolate this duel. He knows he's on a timer. ZT closing the gap. Rops not giving him anything until his teammate's ready. So he just has to hope that Acor slips up here. There it is.
process of elimination right there, isn't it? Rops knew he couldn't have left the site. Acor just had to clear his angles diligently, and there it is, 15-7. But this just feels like a matter of time. In fact, only 2 players from mousesports survive. They were getting the max loss bonus before, or close enough to. Making their buy work. They're out of timeouts here, Mouse. It's all going to be dictated from NIP. They can throw a couple of curveballs at this one, just in search of the 16th round. Krieg out for Nork. Plopsky into a Galil instead. Both teams with the best buys they can muster. And just parking it late, so hiding Death Alley Acor.
Bang. That is something. Change of the pace from Mouse. Completely catches the ninjas off guard, which is not something I've said an awful lot of this map.
Harassing now, Nade and a Molly, trying to soften up NIP before they can explode out mid. Acor's here to deal with it.
A lot of responsibility on this. He's fully blinded. They are leaving the bomb towards tunnels, so they want to try and perhaps show mid or show short. Smokes towards the CT, but they've got 3 defenders ready. Oh, that was what Hampus was waiting for. Just a chance for a frag, and it is the equalizer.
So they knew that the AWP from Acor was over towards A, and they're pivoting back off that one piece of information. It's unusual to see him floating in mid like that.
Yo, there's a huge gap, and they're about to jump through the flaming hoop that reads 16. Walking up short, the double long hold is pushing for info now. The flank from Dexter may be a little too late, because as he turns the corner, nothing to report. Could be tons, could be short.
Out.
Still contact at this point. Dexter with his knife out. And there's ZTR, that confirms his suspicions. Okay, lads, it's lost. The site, that is, perhaps even the round. Dexter completely isolated from
Oh, not another
a
smoke.
dream of a
Another
retake.
molly.
Another molly, just stop.
We've got even more. Hampus has a smoke and a Molly as well.
Gonna completely hold them
Oh.
at bay. There's another one. You have to go through it now. That's what ZTR's there for. Oh. Wow, more from Dexter. He doubles. And he advances into a third. Oh, Dexter didn't expect it. It's Hampus, and it's only Hampus trying to save the day, trying to end it all. He can't quite find it. He's got the kit.
Needs to find the bomb.
That's on the nose, that. Oh, just about across the line. mousesports. A sigh of relief collectively. Look at this. Despite all of their util, Dexter finds not only 2, but 3 impact frags.
Almost
Hampus
flub it, don't they?
nearly with a stylish clutch. Look how close it came.
Oh.
Hopes and dreams in the balance there of a couple of taps of Beamus Mouse.
Looks like NIP aren't going to let him off the hook here, Alex. They're going to invest again. It's not the full buy, it's partial. We've got an AK for Plopsky, some Deagles, a Scout. It's still very deadly against this mousesports economy, which cannot risk faltering. Only 1 AWP carried through now. They managed to keep that on Acor. But if they don't keep these rounds clean, NIP are in the driver's seat. They get...
I mean, that's what this is all about, right? They're trying to just chip away at the foundations, bring the whole thing down.
Keep your paw.
Oh, wow. That couldn't have worked out any better. 2 bullets leave the MP9 of Frozen, and Tunnels thinks better of it. It's Plopsky in particular who catches the damage, and that was the only armored opponent. So this is going to sell perhaps a false dialogue that we've got fully armored Ts waiting on the other side of things.
They should know what setup they're up against now, right? The fact there was nobody facing towards short. AWP likely mid-long.
Good timing on that one. Through the smoke they go. Dexter loses vision. Acor doesn't though, and he's set up for success. Good nade. Plopsky still lives on.
Oh.
Dexter, no issues though. Bit of a shooting gallery for him. It's only Plopsky remaining. 9 now for the Mouse boys. So they were trying to keep the pressure on. They don't succeed in taking too much away, Chad. So for all intents and purposes...
That's the one. We're learning here at the Pro League. Learn with us.
Someone told me apparently that, in particular, that mistake, the intensive purposes and intents and purposes, is called an egg corn.
Yeah, I read that too. I didn't investigate, but I know that's probably happened with a lot of sayings.
There's a couple of sayings, yeah, where basically it sounds indistinguishable from the other version.
All right, Mouse, how many more rounds do you have in you? Plopsky with the AWP, not known to be an AWPer, takes the pick. We'll give that back to Nork, and Rez applying pressure straight away. This nade's going to dunk on him. Oh,
ouch. That is a lot of damage. 120 from a single highly explosive device. And Rops, same angle he worked with on the AWP, laser beams down another. mousesports are in hot pursuit of their 10th there. He's taken down the leader of the pack. Hampus can pull the strings from new POVs. Acor. Just in float. Him and Rops just intermittently responsible. Oh, and just as Acor ducks in. Rez, what an adjustment! Finds Acor as he drops off the box. That's 4-on-4 now, and the call is A. It's only Dexter. Beamer's so committed to the long side. Flashes rain in. He's been so good at finding these multi-kills. Can he continue to adapt to the European brand?
Oh,
it's not great. Nork shuts him down, and more damage being inflicted. Bemis in jeopardy, gone. And now just these two from ramp. NIP, 2 frags away, make it 1. It's just Frozen to take him down, secures a 3rd. We're going to 3. NIP snatch Dust2 away